chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Welcome. Oh, do you guys see my stitch moment? It's there now, whatever. Hello, welcome back to my channel, Alejandra Rose. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. We are going to be making brownies, and I'm going to be telling you guys about my Christmas past. Let me show you what I got. This brownie mix. My mom gave me this. It's just like piping bags and decorating tips. I asked her if it would work with this type of frosting because she only uses like this type of Cool Whip. But I also do like, I do love. So I wanted to say thanks to everybody who supported me when I posted about my, you know, fitness, with my fitness update, my health update, my eating update. I got these Bakersfield color like dyes. This one's blue. This one's red. This one's green. If you want to know, in Spanish, azul, rojo, verde. Azul is mi color favorito, my favorite color. For like sprinkles and stuff, I got 2 sugars. I got red sugars, same brand at the dollar store, blue sugars. And I got 1 set of sugar pearls because I got at the dollar store were these, oh goodness, this one's falling off, were these cookie cutters. I was gonna make sugar cookies, but I'm like, everybody does that. So mushy, you know? Oh, I think I got something. It's moving, guys. Okay. I think this is gonna happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could set up my phone. I have a tripod for my phone. I should set it up. You guys deserve more. Also, I know it's winter, but it's pretty hot in here with this jacket on. So, okay, for the next story. Now, this is the one that I've been telling you guys. I've been teasing on my Instagram. Okay, so when I think I had turned 10. My dad, I love him and I care for him and I don't blame him or hold any resentment against him. My dad has, he's an alcoholic, and you know that's the truth. And he has a very hard time with, you know, alcohol. He did a lot for me when I was young. He did a lot for my sisters, for my mom. He brought us to this country. We're here because of him. When I was 10, his alcoholism had always been really bad. But it had just reached a point where my mom could just not take it anymore. And so she wanted to get out. So my mom just could not, and she would not take it, right? But at this point, we were in a sticky situation. I don't want to talk about it too much, but we really had nowhere to go. We had no family. My mom never wanted to be a burden to friends. And so she looked everywhere. I think she had gone to some counseling for herself. And so they told her there was a women's shelter. Told us to love our dad because what happened between them was not, you know, was not our fault or our problems to think of. It was hers and his. And I always loved that about my mom. She never talked bad about my dad to us, never ever in our life. If you are a victim or a survivor, right? A lot of people who go through that, they like to be called survivors. So if you are a survivor of domestic violence, you are allowed to stay there for 6 months. You get counseling, you get job opportunities. They help you as much as they can to figure out what you're going to do next. If you were a homeless woman with very sticky situations, they would give you 3 months to stay there. And then of course they had emergency stays, and I'm pretty sure they even rescued women, like went to their houses and rescued them. So the day we left, she took us out of school early, and you know, sometimes parents do that, and our mom would sometimes do that, not very often, but she would sometimes. And so she took us and she bought us Little Caesars. Now this is another thing, is that people, you know, always tell me that Little Caesars is trash, Little Caesars is just cardboard. And I always just kind of laugh a little, but it does hurt me a little bit because to me, Little Caesars has a big significant part in my life. We were poor. We were so poor. And my mom worked so hard to give us things so that we could have a normal life. And she would, every Friday she'd get us pizza, and she'd get us Little Caesars pizza. And it was like so much fun, and we loved it. And it's just like, and then people tell me that sometimes it does hurt a little bit because I remember, and I laugh though because I think of the good times I've had it, and it's just become one of my favorite pizzas. But anyway, and she said, we're leaving your dad. You know, your dad has some problems. He needs to figure out on his own. Honestly, really sad. Norma was just a little baby. She was still in the crib, and we were all very sad, but we saw that she was sadder, and we knew our dad would be okay. I mean, to a point, to a degree. But he was a capable man. One thing my dad has never been is lazy. My dad has always been so hardworking. We supported her because my mom was truly alone. She didn't have anything. She didn't have anyone. And we wanted the best for her. She always gave us the best. And this is why I say, no matter what my mom thinks, no matter what she does, I will always love her. We went to this women's shelter, and it was amazing. They had 12 rooms. You sometimes had to share a room if there was too many people around, but sometimes you didn't. And there was a lot of different people there, a lot of cool people we've met and we became friends with. A lot of sad stories that happened to these women. Insane, you know? But I learned to look at these survivors and see how strong they were to get out of those places. Moms did chores. They had an office. They always had people in the office. They checked the rooms every night to make sure that no one has hurt themselves. And there's a lot of charities who always gave us things and did things for us. But the first night was rough. The first night was rough from them checking on us, from all of us. Like, we always had our room with our dad. We always had cable TV, and we always had our TV in our room, and we had our bicycles, and we could ride around, and we went from the countryside to the city in like a day. You know, it was insane. And Norma cried and yelled all night she wanted to go home. And so Christmas came around, and you know, we didn't know what was gonna happen with Christmas, but there was a lot of types of charities. There was a veterans bar, so I thought that was, I didn't know that was there until Christmas. They knew, I think they knew about us, because we were invited to go over. So I mean, they had to, right? But we were told to go over there because they gave presents to kids. So we went over. I can't remember exactly what I got, if I got anything. It's because we went to 2 different places, so I can't remember if I got, where I got the gift I got, but we went there, and then we went to a moose lounge that was a little bit further away. We all went in, like, everybody who had a car, you know, kind of packed everybody in. And we went to the moose lounge, and there they gave gifts too, and food and cookies and games and stuff, and that was so nice. Now, I don't know what moose lounges do, but there's moose lounge everywhere, so I'll have to look that up, and I'll put something here about moose lounges. But that was really cool. I lived in Arizona. Arizona gets no snow. I lived in the sunniest city in the whole world. One of the sunniest cities in the whole world, if not the, and you know, temperatures 120, and yeah, we were melting. And so yeah, this is also the part where you can, like, you know, cook eggs on the sidewalk. Kind of never got snow, and for some reason in the downtown somebody decided to bring snow. Like, snow is like slushy ice, you know. And so we all, like, anybody got to go there, and we got to play in the snow and throw snowballs. The snowballs hurt so much because it wasn't actual snow, and it's just so much fun. I know that the Red Hat ladies, I think that's what they're called. I'll put something about them here too, I'll look it up. They also donated things for our moms, which was awesome. And so we got to go in, and the staff was so involved. Oh my goodness, so involved. I mean, I don't think any of them will ever watch this, but if you do, I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for all of you that worked there and made this possible, and the people who sponsored it and everything. Thank you. And so we got to choose a gift for our parents, for our mom. It was only a women's shelter, obviously. So there was a boy there. I think one boy we had. If the boy was underage, they allowed the boy to stay with the mom, but no men obviously were allowed there. And so we each got to choose a gift for our mom. I can't remember what I chose for my mom. And they had like a whole thing of cards, like Christmas cards we got to choose. When Christmas time came around, a lot of people were gonna go with family because their family was around, and we didn't have family. Like I said, my mom didn't have a job. She was trying to get a cleaning job. She just couldn't get a job. Our family was in Mexico. We couldn't go to Mexico. My mom's friends had turned, some of my mom's friends turned their back on her because my dad, obviously hurt because we left, went around telling them that, you know, we left, and they didn't know why and they didn't know what was going on, or just refused to realize that a woman doesn't have to take a man's drinking, you know, and they just kind of turned their back on her. One person who didn't, and she was a school outreach person. She went, for a little bit, we went to a reservation school. It wasn't like a reservation school, it was on the reservation, for the Quechan, like I'm gonna put it here too, but for the Quechan Indians. And she was the outreach, so she did a lot of outreach. She went to different people's, to the students' houses, and made sure they had food, made sure they were clean, made sure they needed, you know, if they needed clothing, if they needed a ride. She was that person. And so she was like a social worker pretty much. And so she became really close friends with my mom and with us, and she told her sisters about our situation, and they all bought us gifts, like tons of gifts, things that we would not even get in the past, you know. And I remember I got my CD player and some CDs, and that was so awesome. And yeah, we had, and then they invited my mom to make tamales, and we had tamales and, you know, traditional Mexican food. And the shelter also made like a Christmas dinner. Oh my goodness, but you know, God blessed. That's the only thing I can say is God blessed. My mom finally got a job. Our life started turning around. She was allowed to have a job, and we got onto housing. And so we were given a housing apartment, and we were finally able to see our family after a long time. I'm going to go ahead and put all these things in a nice plate, and then I will show, sorry, I forgot I have to look. Oh. This was hard, and I don't like it, and it was not fun, and I don't recommend it. So I have a mess. The ants for sure are gonna eat everything in this house. So we have the Christmas tree, we have the candy cane, which I think came out pretty good, and the star. I think the star I'm gonna give to Daniel, and the candy cane to my mom. We're gonna work through it. So I want to thank you for coming back to my channel over and over again. Thank you for those, it might be few of us, but I am thankful for you guys watching. Even though hope in this world can be hard to find, I have been pretty hopeful, and I hope that my hope umbrella is big enough for all of us to sit under and be safe and sound from all the worries in the world. So I will see you guys in my next video, and bye.
That's what Christmas is all about.